The movie I just completed after several years is 2 a.m. and it's about five guys hanging out at a bar right before it closes. And right when they think the night is over with, they start meeting different people and having all these different adventures, and you get the stories of what happens with that.
I'm not giving you any money, Jaffa.
Why you want to be like that? And now don't, please God, don't everybody look at once, okay? The whole time I was talking, there's these two fine chicks at the bar checking me out.
And that girl ain't smiling at you. If anything, she's laughing at that shiny, gay-ass international male shirt you're wearing right now.
You do realize it's 1 a.m. right now, right?
Anything can happen in the next hour, man. Why don't you have a little faith in Brother Jaffa, huh? I will call the police right now. Give me my keys.
Call him.
Okay, fine. Look here. 9.
Listen, come here. Come here, man. Now, you fantasize about white women, right?
I do a movie review show at Access, and I've been doing it for a lot of years. I won't even say how many, but a lot. And since I review movies, both like Hollywood big movies and local films, I would just sometimes I wouldn't have anything nice to say about them, and so people would come up and they'd say, you're talking about movies so much, you're talking about other people's movies so much. What can you do? You never made one. And I thought that was a pretty cool point, so I said, hey, I should try. It took so long because there were just a lot of things that were done badly that I wanted to correct. First of all, it started out with the set and the crew that we had. Nothing was wrong with the crew, but we just had too much. I mean, we were trying to be like an actual Hollywood set, so we had all these gaffers, best boys, sound people, we had wardrobe people, script doctors and checkers and whatnot, and it was just too much. So that was a disaster because it was just too many people to keep up with. So I had to stop and regroup and make it smaller after that, just get me and a guy to shoot. And then also I took my time because this was more like a film school for me. We were going to get into festivals, but I just thought they were going to be like low-end festivals. I didn't expect to really like get into South by Southwest or anything. So not to say I'm not proud of the movie. It's just I wanted to like take my time and learn it. And then on the second movie that I would do, that's when I would actually feel like I was a little more confident and probably get bigger rewards for it.
Before we start the
real deal,
I'd like to have a word with you young people. To show it as honestly and effectively as possible, we've used some strong language in today's show. And while it's language you've probably heard before, it's not the kind of language you've heard on the
real deal.
And it is not the kind of language I'd want you to use. And one more thing, I'd like you to do me a favor. If there's an adult in your home who isn't watching this program right now, ask that person to come in and see the show with you, okay? Thank you.
Years ago when I was working with a friend, and him and I used to go see movies a lot, and we used to talk about movies all the time, and got to a point where we were seeing so many movies, he was like, man, we got to do something to try and see if we can get into these movies for free. So we decided to do an Access show because we were thinking about doing a radio show, but it's like, hey, movies are more visual, so much for that. So we did the Access show. We got a few numbers and got stuff shipped to us, got some passes to go see movies, and from then on, I've been doing it. It's changed cast, it's changed formats, And as you said, right now, this is probably the biggest format change I've had, because after I really got tired of doing the show, but I kind of still want to see movies, I had to do something more artistically drastic from what we were doing before, more creative. I mean, you know, I tell people a lot of times I go see movies. I mean, I do this show to see free movies, and that's true, but, you know, there's some creative outlet there. So doing it animated is probably, it was more of a challenge, and it just looked better. And, you know, I'm an animator, so I really love experimenting with that, especially with the technology we have now. Years ago, you wouldn't be able to turn around this kind of animation every week, and now you can. So that's really cool to me. I like to play around with that more. I would like to do something shorter, but I feel like I'm doing that with the show. I mean, the kind of animation I'm doing every week is a lot of stuff that people do for a short film. So I feel like I'm doing something shorter already. But yeah, I mean, a lot of people, you know, if you ask them, what, you know, if you make a movie, what do you want? You want money? You know, you want to be a, you know, get a 3-picture deal and all. You know, yeah, all that's nice, but realistically, I mean, what I want is like to make another film, and I want to be able to have a bigger budget, and maybe not. Maybe a small name though would be nice. You know, like a nice character actor to be in the movie. And that way, I think, you know, just now that I've learned everything that I have, I would like a new process that would go a little smoother, and probably, since it would have more of a budget, probably be a little better looking. Even though I think we really did a good job with what we had on this last movie.